Well, this is what that means. This is what it was.
Bad dreams, huh?
Must have been something I ate.
Drag more like, as in the tainted blood, remember?
Oh.
You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them.
The fuck?
The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Is that the dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. It takes a bit, but eventually you... Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you.
Thank you, Alistair. I appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners.
True. True.
Anyhow.
It is true. He does do a lot of witty one-liners throughout this whole game. Yeah. At the camp, all injuries are healed. Enchantment. I don't recall that. Oh, Jesus. What's the quest button? Oh, yeah, journal. Okay. See, I've never noticed that quest before in my life. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Morgan just sets up way out there for some reason.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fenwick, at your service, once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
You're free to stay, just mind yourselves.
Wonderful. Thank you. We won't... You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have...
So what's your story, exactly?
I am originally from Orzammar, the famed wolf. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts.
Lost glory.
Like... What?
Yeah,
She had me
basically...
arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles.
What happened then?
Well, I didn't stick. The lost tigers. They're full of things that people left
Better
behind.
do something with them than
That's
leave them to
exactly
rot.
how I see it. The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got.
And now, here you
Yes. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
are. You didn't mention your son in
Ah,
your tale.
yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Denerim, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here, I found him in a deep road. That's right, boy. Maybe one day...
Oh, generous of you.
It's not as... Well,
Where are you?
Look, we don't rob people. The things in the look, it's not all that different up here. There are places...
What do you mean?
And sometimes, my boy and I, we find out it's not so bad. They destroy everything they touch.
Better than having the Darkspawn take
That's
it
what I
off.
tell myself, too. Ah, these are dark times. And
Have you heard any
I
rumors?
hear that here... That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow.
Yeah, Terranil Games conscripting people and stuff's happening. But yeah. As many of you might guess, he's an opportunist. I don't blame him, though. He's got a good point. I don't want to... I wouldn't leave that stuff lying around for the Darkspawn to get and corrupt any more than I would to let... There it is, I love it. And I can upgrade it. So you guys get to see enchantments in this game. It's not like Skyrim. Not at all. And I love it because of that. I don't need that. Honestly, you don't really fight a whole lot of ice enemies. Oh, that goes to Alistair. Yeah, you can buy these and you can give them additional skill point or talent points, yeah. But it's only one, so it's not really worth buying. That is, however. I just increased the bag. Blessed Blade. These long swords are often commissioned by the Chantry and placed in the hands of their most able Templars as a reward for their accomplishments. Now that is Duncan's long sword for some reason. But Alistair can now switch out that and get Sir Garland's. So now he has an actual sword.
Hello.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with
I want some enchantment.
enchantment.
Yeah, here's how enchantment works. You select an item and then you set a rune in. This is not permanent, unlike in Dragon Age 2, Inquisition. You can change your enchantments at will whenever you're at camp. Or whenever you see Sandal, I should say.
I await your command.
So life in the wilds must
At
have been
times,
lonely.
a world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I was
So this and
companions
probably
to
next
fly
episode
round
are going
the
to be
walls
all
and flew
in
at the
dialogue
birds.
to the party.
If I spoke, 'twas to the trees.
And that seemed normal to you?
What did I have to compare it with? In time, I began to wonder, of course. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments, the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. It was encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds.
So you were a thief?
I saw what I desired. Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground.
Flemeth was right, no doubt.
Beauty and love. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been.
They made you stronger, didn't
They did it. To return to your... I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful...
As an interesting note, I don't think Flemeth actually destroyed that mirror. I think she used magic to make Morgan think it, because there's, well, you can buy a mirror that fits that exact description in Orzammar and give it to Morgan and she'll be surprised. Now, I'm gonna talk the shit out of Liliana here.
Well, here I am.
This vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. In it, there was an impenetrable dark. I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
You dreamed of the blight.
I suppose I did. When I woke, I went to the... Everyone knew that Bush was dead. It was great. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of
And this made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the blight. I know that we can do it.
Yes, we can.
There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the blight devours everything?
The Chantry says the Maker has left us.
He's still here. I hear him in the wind and the waves. I know what the Chantry says about the Maker, and what should I believe? What I feel in my heart?
Believe what you feel is right,
Thank
Teal.
you. I know what I...
Now, if everything goes right, we'll have one beautiful
I must say that traveling with you
scene
has
here.
opened my eyes to how... You are not at all savage, and I've not seen you